I think pivots are generally very much misunderstood. When I asked somebody before I did this talk what they thought of pivots, the response was, well, that's like where you run out of money and then you go to your investors and tell them you have a new idea and you want more money. That's not really what a pivot is. The title of this talk is Pivoting to the Best Opportunity. And I think those of you who are familiar with the notion of pivoting in businesses, pivoting in startups, you may not know whether to think that's a good thing or a bad thing. And I'm here to share what I call the origin story of our business, 140 Proof, and explain to you a little bit about what we originally began as, which is something very different, and how we got to what we are now. And we were, in 2010, we were having a board meeting. We were discussing what's called a CTR, click-through rate. It's the notion of how many people saw something versus how many people engaged with it. And the app that we were working on at the time was not 140 Proof. It was called Plus One. So what we built at Plus One was something we euphemistically called a customer discovery system. What we would do is when we found someone we thought would like our application, Plus One, we thought they would be interested in social analytics, we would send them a message. The click-through rate from people engaging on these was 17%. We knew that was a big business because we knew that that was really just an advertising system in disguise. We had such a good algorithm for finding out how what you followed determined what you would like that we knew we could sell that. And so we decided to pivot. The part we were going to change was the social analytics part. We were no longer going to do analytics. We were going to do ads. We did this pivot, this click-through rate pivot to ads just a few months in. We did it as soon as possible. And when you're looking at a bigger opportunity, generally you want to waste as little time as possible getting to that. You should know what I'll tell you is one of the secrets of Silicon Valley, which is most successful startups have pivoted. So none of these businesses started out where they ended up. And I think that story should be told to more people because one of the things it communicates to me is that you don't have to have the exact perfect idea. So I think to me there's a couple lessons here. One is about sort of not being too attached to an idea you love. I think another lesson is that really good teams can survive a startup. And one of the most exciting things about getting to do a startup is building that protective center of value that you can bring the best people that you can find, the ones from your, from your classes, the one from your social life, the ones from your whole sphere of the world. Your startup is a place where you can bring those people and kind of support them and help them do their best work.